I amness. So, what is what I am? Who is who I am? What defines my being and my perception of my being? Well, it's a difficult question, and I wouldn't say that it's possible to have only one answer. So I'm going to try to share with you my experience of I amness. I believe that every human being is a sentient being. What means is a life, an animal that is awake in a particular realm, in a particular planet, and that animal has a very particular characteristic that is consciousness. The particularity of a human being is that we know we are alive, that we know we are. So it comes a point in our existence after we open up our eyes that we realize, I am. Now, maybe I don't have an answer to what is what I am, then that's okay. Some of us die without having an experience or an answer to that question. Though this conscious act of realizing I exist is one of the most beautiful miracles of life. And right there, in that instant that is suspended throughout time and space, when I realize I am embodying the co creator aspect of my existence. And that is extremely important because that instant is the realization that I can choose. I am not a slave of any external force or internal force. That I am not tied of hands regarding what I can do or what I can't. I can always choose to perceive reality the way I decide, to speak whatever way I decide, to think whatever way I decide to do it. So, free will. Now, in the middle of that, we have a very strange experience as well because there is a continuum regarding life, creation, interconnection, and interdependence are fundamentals of life. So when Paola Ambrosi opens up her eyes and looks at a mirror or looks at her hands and says, "Oh, here I am," the first thing that defines me is the cells that have given me this particular body. And those two cells that have formed and created the miracle of this life are predetermined because they have a genetic code, and my father had a specific physical features, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual features, and my mom did too. So the combination of whatever information was in their genes, now it has come together and formed this vehicle that is Paola Rossi. So, in some sort of way, when Paola Rossi wakes up, she already is. I'm already the story that was told by my grandparents, by my parents. And that story is what's inside their genes. That right now conform each one of the cells of my physical body and therefore are part of the algorithm that runs inside this particular vehicle and computer and determines what I am or who I am. So I was given a height, a particular skin color. I was born in a particular country. I speak specific languages, and all of this was given throughout the context that I was brought into. So I am predetermined. And if I wouldn't have free will, well, just simply the genes will do the work, and the algorithms and the information inside each one of my cells will very efficiently execute the commands that are written inside of me. And if my cells say that the constellation of my lineage has diabetes, well, then I will probably generate diabetes no matter what I do. So, I amness. So, where is the co creator? Where is free will? Where is the I am and I can choose? Well, I understand that we are 100% predestined. And at the same time and in the same space, we are 100% free. And that is what makes the experience of this life one of the most beautiful miracles in the cosmos. Because there is a story. There is a story already told in each one of my cells. And I cannot change it in a way. It's written there. And every time one of my cells dies and another one is born, or when they replicate, well, they copy the information that is already in there. Though, from the moment I took my first breath, I am a co creator of the story that was told of who Paul Ambrosi was. I am a co creator. I can choose how I perceive my reality and what I do with my reality. My cells might very well say, you will or you have to produce diabetes, and I might well say, I don't think so. What do I have to do in order not to? And that is how life evolves, because I am 100% free of what I do with who I am. And that is I amness, the realization that I am not a victim of my predestined life. I co created. So you know your script. What do you want to do with it? What do you choose to do with it?